Hi everyone, I just thought I'd jump on quickly and talk about this Canva app called Replicator. This was on my to-do list last month, but things got a bit busy. So I just thought I'd come on quickly and talk about it now because it's a great app for speeding up your designing, and it gives you a lot of flexibility. So I think this one is a really handy one for people. So once you're inside Canva itself, scroll all the way down to apps and type in Replicator up the top here, and it's this top one here. Click on that and voila, nothing happens. Let's try that again. That's it. Okay, so this app is, as the name suggests, a replicator. So you can actually replicate photos, graphics, text. So we're going to start off by replicating my skeleton here. So we will select that and then hit replicate. And you'll see here there are 4 different options to start with. So they're pretty self-explanatory. This is grid, this is circular, and this is wave. So that linear has finally appeared. So let's just make this 9, and you'll notice that underneath each of these options, these are the options under the linear, which is count, space, slope, and then we've got more options. So the count is just the number of times that you want the object replicated. The space is just the space between those objects. And with all these things, you can either type it in or you can use the sliders over here to change the space between them. We have slope, which slope like that. And then there's more options here, so you can rotate them. You can, let's do this. That's the size ratio, and that's the size ratio between each of the number of items you put in up here. And then we also have a space ratio, which is set to 1, which is fine. There's horizontal skew, which skews things on the horizontal plane. And of course we have the vertical skew as well. So that just the skewing there. And if we're happy with that, you can add it to the design. I'll just show you. We'll come back to that in a minute. We'll just show you grid. There's the grid. We can change that. And just looking at the options there, you have the number of columns, which is useful if you're designing patterns, which I often have to do. Columns, rows, number of rows. Horizontal space is just as it says. You can choose whatever you want there. Same with vertical space. We've got more options again here. We can slide some out to where we want it. And again, we've got rotation and horizontal skew and vertical skew. So let's go to circular. Let's add in, I like circular. And what I love about this is the slice tool. So you can slice the circle wherever you want, really. So let's just do that. you can have a number of different ring counts. Whoops. I think we'll just stick with that for this. And of course you can rotate them. And again, you can add it to the design. Let's try wave. Oops, I've got getting too many things here. That's okay. Now, let's try wave. And we've got different options under here. Basically the count again. Let's have a look. And then there's also the wave count. So let's make it, see. And this is the other thing. It will tell you if the replication limit is reached, because we've got quite a high number of objects to replicate. So if we can reduce that down, because I asked for too many waves. So here we've got 2 waves. That'll do 3. And then you can choose the amplitude of your wave. Depends. Oh, I don't know why this is not. There you go. So that's, well, just have it like that. The length, and then the more options here are similar. They've got the size ratio. Can rotate those items within the wave. Got a branch count, which I quite like. Let's just do that. So we've probably got too many in there, but you can play around there, but you will reach some limits, but it'll pop up and tell you, just like you saw there. And you can have the angle, branch angle, like this. Let's just take that back to 2. And the horizontal skew and the vertical skew again. And then you can add it to your design. So now we're just going to go back, and we're going to, I just want to show you the text. So we will select our text and go up and replicate it. And again, you can use the same options again. Let's go for a wave, and I want a few more of them like this. And one of the things you'll notice is that even though I've got my branding colour bluish here, it will always, the output will always be in black, but you can change it afterwards. I think that's about fine. So let's go on to the fonts, so you can change the font there. And I've flipped it over quickly, sorry, and you'll see there that I just added it to the design. So once it's in there, then you can go to your branding kit and change the colour. So I hope you can see the potential of what this app can actually do, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.